Good morning. I don't know why this is. There we go. Hi. Hello, hello. I'm a little disheveled because I had my doorbell ring, which it rang before I got on here, which is good. Can anyone guess why the doorbell rang this morning? 10 points if you guess correctly. Anyone know why the doorbell rang this morning? Any guesses? It was with Younique. I got my black diamond. Yep, that was what it was. Yes, I got my black diamond charm this morning. So that was awesome. Okay. We're not getting on as fast this morning. I also didn't put a reminder out on my Facebook, so maybe that's why. All right. I am Kara Lewis-Newton. I am exclusive Black status presenter with Younique. I'm also the leader of Team Flourish. So if you are on here and you are on my team, I want to see the hashtags Team Flourish. This is my, well, first, if you want to share this, you can swipe to the right or swipe down and you can share with your followers or share on Facebook or Twitter or whatever. Letting some more. Okay, now people are starting to get on. I think maybe there was like a block or something because all of a sudden I'm starting to see people on. Okay, awesome. Okay, so again, Kara Lewis-Newton, exclusive Black status presenter with Younique. Hashtag Team Flourish if you're on my team. This is my Everything in Between series, from white to black, everything in between. And this is part 5. We're going to be talking about sponsoring. So let's just recap a little bit. Part 1, we talked about launching strong, and I talked about how my launch was strong and why it was strong and the things that I did to have a strong launch. And then we talked about, somebody help me, my mind just went blank. What was part 2? Someone help me. Come on. Part 1 was launching strong. Thank you, finding hostesses. Part 2 was finding hostesses for your online parties and how I go about doing that, how I've had over 400 parties in 17 months. And so we talked about the ways that I do that. Then we did party training. So the way that I go about parties, my philosophy behind them, and why they're successful for me. Those 3 things were what catapulted me into Younique and really helped me get to Black status. Now, sponsoring, you know, you can't really make it up the chain in any company without people, without a team underneath of you. So, honestly, this is going to be the hardest one. This is going to be the most difficult one for me to train on. I think you can't teach this. There isn't really a method to getting people to jump in on this with you, right? I mean, I can teach you my method about how to get hostesses. I can teach you my methods about how I do my parties and how I launch strong. But teaching you how to get people to want to be a part of what you're doing, that's really hard. I struggle in this area. I think when you hear people train on this topic, you're going to hear this phrase a lot: attraction marketing. So here are my thoughts on that. I first heard the words attraction marketing right before convention last year. I was asked to teach at convention last year. Some of you may have been in that class. And my original class was supposed to be attraction marketing. I'll be honest with you. I have never done direct sales before, okay? I knew what was working for me. I knew it was going well, but I didn't have a clue what attraction marketing was. No idea. I had no idea. When I heard those words, I was like, I don't know what that is. I can't teach on that. I don't know what those words mean. Okay. And I think you hear a lot of catchphrases in this company, and that is one of them, attraction marketing. I also heard book, sell, sponsor, book, sell, sponsor. Again, I was like, I don't really okay, get that, but somebody has to be teaching, how do you do that? How do you book? How do you sell? How do you sponsor, right? And I'm hearing it everywhere. You sponsor through attraction marketing, okay? So here's my take on attraction marketing, all right? Attraction marketing is awesome, and it is a great idea. It is definitely what I have built my business upon, but you can't train people to sponsor by just telling them to use attraction marketing, okay? Attraction marketing is a way of putting your product, your idea out there that attracts people to you. So the idea is they come to you rather than you go to them. So what are you doing that attracts people to you? Okay? This is the part that can't be teached. All right? Teached. Oh Lord, that would have made my nails on a chalkboard for me. I'm all about proper grammar. So that can't be taught. Okay? This is something that cannot be taught. You can't teach someone to be likable. Okay? That's something that you're going to have to look at yourself, do a little bit of personal reflection and say, okay, 1, am I likable? 2, if I am likable, what are the things about me that people like? And that's what you want to play off of, okay? So you need to, today, ask the people that are closest to you what attracts them to you, okay? What attracts them to you? I can tell you right now the things that do not attract people to me, okay? But you need to find out the things that do attract people to you, all right? You need to use that. So is it your sense of humor? Use that. Is it your intelligence? Use that. Is it your ability to problem solve? Use that. Is it that you're a nurturer? Use that, okay? Because what attracts people to me is not going to be the same people that are attracted to you, which means our teams are going to look really different too. The personality of your team is going to look really different because they're going to be attracted, like-mindedness, they're going to be attracted to you, okay? And we'll talk a little bit about how you present yourself, how you attract people in social media and all that. The next thing, okay, so the first thing is you want to figure out what attracts people to you, okay? Because that's what's ultimately going to make them want to join you in this. The second thing, ladies, honestly, sales. It's the bottom line. I don't focus on sponsoring. I've never focused on sponsoring. I have focused on being someone that is likable, and I have focused on my sales. The bottom line is, and this may not have been true 2 to 3 years ago in this business, but in this business right now, and we want to constantly be learning the business, constantly be moving with the times, changing with the times. Things have changed in our company in the last 12 to 6 months. And the reality is people are going to join you if you're selling the product, okay? If you're focusing on selling the product, you can still be successful in this business and sell the crap out of this product, okay? And never have anyone on your team and you'll still make money. However, you can have 300 people on your team, but if none of you know how to sell the product, you're not going anywhere, okay? So you need to go back and listen to some trainings on how to sell this product. They will join you if you are excited and passionate about selling the product and if the product is actually selling, okay? So people are watching me sell this product and they're like, if she can sell it, she can teach me to sell it, right? Okay? That's why Team Flourish are rock star sales girls, because they sell this product and we teach the people that join us to sell the product, all right? Ultimately, that's what you have to do to build a team, okay? So if your focus is only on sponsoring, you may get some people to join you, but you're not gonna go anywhere, all right? You've got to sell the product. So I hope that that takes a little bit of weight off of your shoulders, because I think that we hear the book, sell, sponsor, book, sell, sponsor. You know what, girls? Focus on that book and sell. The sponsoring will come, all right? I promise you. The sponsoring will come if you're booking and selling, all right? So don't get so caught up in focusing on that sponsoring portion, all right? The other thing is have fun. People want to join someone that's having fun, that's excited, that loves what they're doing, okay? You're not going to join someone that doesn't talk about the product, that isn't excited about the product, that isn't putting themselves out there, okay? So you have to be having fun. Have to be having fun. And if you're not having fun, then you're in the wrong business and you need to go find something that you have fun doing, all right? If this has stopped being fun for you, you need to ask why. Maybe you're focusing on the wrong thing, okay? Maybe you're not allowing yourself to be creative and you're so focused on getting people on your team that you've stopped being creative in your selling. Go back and focus on that, okay? I honestly think that the whole fun factor, that is the #1 reason people have joined my team, okay? I have been with Younique for 17 months. As of today, let's see. As of today, I have 131 personally sponsored. Okay, I was for the first week of the Plus You campaign, I was the #1 sponsor, and I stayed in the top 5. Okay, the reason I was up there, the reason I had over 50 sponsors or people sponsored with me in that however long time period that was, 2.5 months, 3 months. It's because I was having fun. I was having fun. And you know what? 99% of those people were in my customer base group. They were women that had been watching me for over a year. Okay. I put a little spin on the whole joining thing. They thought, why not? She's having fun. She's excited about this. And they joined. Okay. So it does take some patience. It's understanding that people are watching you. You can't expect the majority of people to watch you for 3 days and say, yep, I want to join her. I did that. Okay. But not everyone is going to do that. You have to have some patience. You have to realize it's going to take a little bit of time now for people to say, she's successful with this. She's excited about this. I want to do what she's doing. Okay. Now, I want to give you a little bit of an idea of where did my people come from. I think more than anything, that helped me. When I heard like, okay, where are you getting these people to join your team, right? Okay, so I looked through my list again, and I have a large handful of college friends. Not my best friends from college. My best friend from college did join me, okay, my roommate, and she's one of my rock stars, Allison Saracino. My very first recruit was a friend from college, okay, and I have a handful of others that I knew from college. You know how they joined me? Because I had some of my friends from college throw some online parties that some other people who knew me, that were acquaintances of me, we were Facebook friends, followed along in the parties, and they joined, okay? So it was expanding my networks to those outer skirts people, right, that I don't talk to on a regular basis, but they joined me. Friends of friends. So in the beginning, I talked to my friends about it. I didn't ask them to join me. I said, do you know anyone that this would be good for? Do you know anyone that's needing some extra money, that loves makeup? I had some friends of friends join me, okay? I had a few family members join me late in the game, some family members. I had a couple come from an online social media moms group that I had made a post about, okay? Childhood friends, people, again, outskirts people, all right? You'll notice none of these are really my core people, all right? My core people still are not with Younique, all right? Childhood friends from elementary school, have several of those that have joined me. Church, lots of girls from church. Some of my kids' friends' parents, so from preschool or from the elementary school. They, again, outskirts, we don't talk on a daily basis. They just saw me on social media. And then I have a few friends from high school. But the #1 overwhelming source of where I got my people was from online parties. Okay? They just saw what I was doing. They saw the excitement. They found me likable. And they thought, I want to do what she's doing. And I think she can teach me to do it. Okay? And I make sure they know that. I make sure I say to them, I can teach you to do this. Okay? They know that. Now, when you're posting about it in like your customer base group or your people, you want to be strategic in how you post, okay? Never ever post, join my team. That's spammy and salesy and yucky, okay? And that says, I benefit off of you. That's why I want you to join me, okay? That you don't like that. That's not a good intro. And you want to have a mixture of both like humor and heartfelt. And I think we tend to go the heartfelt one a lot because of what Younique has done for us, because we see it as so much more than makeup, as so much more than mascara. And this is true for any direct sales company that I've been talking to some other ladies and other companies, and it's the same thing. It's so much more than the product they sell. It's the camaraderie, it's the friendship, it's the confidence building. I mean, we know that. The reality is, if you're not in this culture, it's so hard for you to see that. It's so hard for you to grasp that, and it kind of seems a little weird. I mean, that's just the reality. I thought it was weird when I saw people typing things like that. I'm like, dude, it's mascara. Like, stop acting like it's, this warm, fuzzy, loving thing. It's not. It's mascara. That's how the rest of the world looks on at it, okay? So occasionally, you want to do some heartfelt things about how much you love the people on your team, you love your girls, all that. But it's really not relatable and it's not understandable to the outside person, okay? So using that as a way of pulling people in typically is not going to work, okay? So just be aware of that. Things that have worked for me, talking about not having to do social work anymore. You know, I did a post last winter about how I would have been driving around the snow, going to clients' houses, only to find that they weren't there, having to drive 45 minutes back, not getting paid for it. And today I get to sit in front of my fire and work from my computer and know that I'm going to get paid within 3 hours. Okay? Never say Younique. All right? But those type of things, that's what clicks with people. Okay? People knew that I spent a lot of money to get my social work degree. The people on Facebook, they knew that. They knew that I had a degree in social work. They knew I had a master's in social work. And now she's saying that she's so glad she doesn't have to do that anymore because she makes money from her couch. Okay? Just realistic life, simple posts are what pull people in. Okay? So just what I'm saying is be careful with those heartfelt post. You will get a lot of response from your Y sisters, but you will not get a lot of response from the outside world. Okay? Humor always works. Humor is how I got a ton of people to sign up with me this summer when I did my kidnapper post. Okay? Did I get a lot of kidnappers? Yep, but I got a few that became awesome girls on my team. Okay? So it was totally worth it. All right? So you just want to balance it, okay? And you want to make sure that you're not posting about join my team, okay? On your Facebook wall, you know, there is the spectrum of thoughts on how much you should use your Facebook wall. And I've told you that I did not use my Facebook wall much in the beginning at all. I use it a lot now. The reason being is because everybody knows I sell Younique. Everybody knows that I am in this business. Everybody knows that I have a large following in Younique. And I mean everybody. I mean my social network, my people, my circle, okay? They know that about me. For me not to post about Younique is a little strange, right? I mean, it would just be a little strange. It would be like when, you know, my husband was working for a church and that was like our whole life. I mean, that's what he did. That's where our social network was. That was everything. If I never, ever posted about that, it's like, that's a big part of your life. Why don't you talk about it? So I feel much more comfortable talking about Younique now because it is such a huge part of my life. All right. And when I talk about it, it's, for me, going on my Facebook wall is probably a bad example at this point. I wish you could see my Facebook wall a year ago. And it's talking about just lifestyle. Like I talked about, lifestyle posts, funny humor, drawing people in, helping them like you, helping them be attracted to you, okay? So for me, one of the reasons people were attracted to me on Facebook was my sarcasm. And I knew that because I got a ton of comments on those posts about my sarcastic parenting post, honestly. So I used sarcasm a lot to draw people in, okay? So that's kind of my thoughts on the whole attraction marketing. Be someone that's likable, okay? Post some lifestyle posts about what Younique's done in your life, okay? But be very careful about how you tug on the heartstrings because people will find you more weird than normal, okay? Until they're in it and then they'll understand it, okay? But be understanding that not everyone understands the culture of this business. And then one of the things that I've done when people are attracted to you, when they like you, when they reach out to you and they ask you about the opportunity, I was finding that copying and pasting or trying to type out this short, this is what Younique is, I just didn't like it. It didn't feel right. It never was worded well, but I wanted to make sure that they had some like key points to the business. So what I did was I created like a 1.5 to 2 minute video. Okay, really simple, and just introduce myself, thank them for asking me about Younique, right? And I just hit on the key things, like it's only $99 to join. It's $125 every 25 months, or every 3 months to stay active. There are no fees. You get a ton of support and training. It's so much fun. I will be here to help you. Please let me know if you have any questions. I would love to answer anything, you know, and I would send them that. And I'd say, hey, if you can take a second, would you watch this 1 minute video? Let me know if you, or I'll check back in with you to see if any questions. So I'll send her the video. After she watches it, I'll check back in with her and say, hey, what'd you think? But it's me. The video is me, okay? It's a way to make it more personal. It's a way for her to feel connected to me, right? And I don't care if it's you're sending it to your mom or to someone you've never met before. It's really helpful rather than sending them, you know, even what I say in that short video seems like a huge long paragraph to send on Facebook. So it's just a really quick, easy way for them to hear about the business. So that has worked very well for me. So, like I said, this is the most difficult topic for me to speak on because it's hard to teach. Sponsoring is hard to teach. The biggest thing I can tell you is be likable. Be likable, and then after that, sell the crap out of the product. Sell it, sell it, sell it, because people join someone who's selling it. Okay? So, what questions do you have? Questions? Okay, I would like to keep the questions for sponsoring right now. I'm likable. I don't think everyone would agree with that all the time, but thank you. You relaunched, awesome. How long for my first recruit? She joined me 3 days after I joined Younique. Yeah, but again, the business has changed in the last 12 months. We have to do things a little differently. You have a lot on your plate. That's hard. Follow Jessica Bates. She is my girl that has a lot on her plate and still does amazing in this business. Parties are non-existent in your area. Did you mean that as a good thing or a bad thing? Because to me, that would be an awesome thing. And I hear that a lot, like my area, my area, my area. Girls, let me tell you, do you know how many unique presenters in my area? I mean, we could fill up a stadium. I'm not kidding you. That means nothing in the world of social media, okay? It means nothing. Get outside of your network on Facebook. Do you have anyone on your team who rock in-home parties? I think everyone on my team that's done in-home parties do well. I have several girls that have done them and have, in the month of November, we had a lot of in-home parties and they did fabulous. But for the most part, our team focuses on online parties. I don't think you recruit them any differently. I have very few girls that live close that are on my team. How do I overcome the direct sales stigma? Go watch my very first training in this series on that. Yes, I upload the video to YouTube and I send them the link. Yep. When people are sitting on the fence, I write their name down and I make sure I check back with them twice. After 2 times, I let it go. Recruiting in other countries. Girl, you tell me. That's hard. If you don't have a connection, it's really hard. For some people, and I know a lot of people, they've spent some money. I, as an experiment, spent $20. I spent $20 on an ad to France. It's got me nowhere. So, and obviously I didn't spend that much. But I do think that you have to spend some money on some ads to get interest in France. Yes. So, okay. So you were with Norwex. Awesome. Welcome. I will say that a lot of my, recruits were hostesses. That is correct. Because I always, before offering a party, say, hey, before we go any further, it's always better if you join Younique before we do your party so that you can earn the commission. Is that something you're interested in? Question mark. Always end with a question mark, okay? I did get a lot of hostesses from that, or a lot of presenters. Oh, you just bought it to, awesome. Oh, yes, I know who you are, Claire. Awesome. I have no idea about the Holland, Germany thing. Sorry, I don't know. You'd love to party with me? Email me. My email is on my bio, or you can find me Kara Lewis Newton on Facebook. I'd love it. My parties are awesome. Posting in public groups, you cannot sell anything in a public group, but you can post about the opportunity. My eyes. So today on my eyes, I have sassy, risque, and corrupted. Well, there you go. I just told you. I do the same videos for every party. I have a party script that I use for every party. And then twice a year, I change my party script up to fit with the new product launch. So that's how I do that. Are in MM already? I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. How do I post in public settings? I haven't done it in a while. I haven't needed to. But I think, a picture of you always, and just say, this has changed my life. It's so fun. I've been really successful with it, and I'd love to talk to anyone that's interested. Message me if you are. I think you just, really simple, sincere, and short. Automatically. I know. I used to, and I've just kind of gotten out of the habit of that. All right. Any other questions real quick? Customer reorders for the thank you video, you mean? No, like a customer that's ordered a lot for me, like I said in my last follow-up, that was the last one I did. I get more personal in my response to them because I know them by this point. If they've ordered from me a few times, I know what they've ordered before. So I just make mine more personal, the message. Oh gosh, yeah. You do not try to recruit with other people's faces. That's terrible. That's terrible. I think it's always about branding yourself too. People, when they think of the company, they think of you. So, branding your name, branding your customer base group, whatever that may be. Thank you, Claire. Yes, Claire is in one of my parties right now. She is with Norwex. I have a whole group of ladies with Norwex. They've been fabulous. And yes, you will find that you won't find pictures of other people. It's all me. It's all me. So when people join my team, they're not under the illusion that they aren't going to have to create their own pictures or videos either. And I think that that is very helpful because when they join me, because they see that I'm selling the product in a party, they see my videos, they see my pictures, they know, okay, that's what she does to be successful. That's what I'm going to have to do to be successful. So they're not really under any illusion, which is really helpful. Every once in a while I'll get someone that says, I can't do videos. I used to get that a lot more early on. I think it's become a more widespread understanding that you kind of have to do videos to be successful. Yes,
You're almost done of the video.
Yes. Just a minute. Sorry. Okay. Any other questions? Sorry, I think I missed a couple. But I'm going to get off of here real soon. Do I think it's realistic to build it big since there's so many presenters now? Absolutely. We have 300,000 presenters, which really, I know that sounds like a lot. It's not. When you compare it to other direct sales, not big at all. And then think about the number that don't sell. Okay. So I told you, I could fill a stadium in Indianapolis for all the Younique presenters. I can count on two hands the people that actually actively sell that I am aware of. Okay. So no, don't focus on that. Focus on your end goal and just sell it. Just sell it. I think you absolutely can still build it big. Absolutely. We're not even 3 years old, or we're just 3 years old. That's nothing in retail. Nothing. Okay, so part 6. Yes, it's going to be next week. Part 6 is going to be our final part in our series, and that is going to be on my customer base group. So that's the final piece of what has helped me become successful. And it's definitely that customer base group of mine. So we're going to talk about, and that's probably what I get the most questions about, hands down, other than, can you send me the link to the video? But that's definitely the thing I get the most questions about, is how I run that customer base group and why it's so successful. So we're going to talk about that the next time. Also, can I please remind you, my customer base group, my beauty group, is not open to presenters. I must have gotten 200 requests yesterday, okay? I don't open it to presenters. That's for my customers, okay? My parties are for the hostess and her friends. They're not open to presenters. And Team Flourish is open to my downline. It's not open to other team members. In a minute. So just keep that in mind, please. It helps me out so much to not have to ignore and decline requests into those groups, because for some reason, like my OCD, I can't have a whole bunch of those hanging out there. And I'm afraid that the hostess is going to accept it, and I don't want to weird her out, okay? So unless you're on Team Flourish, none of those platforms are open to presenters. I'm really sorry. But again, my trainings for my team are all open to you, so I hope that you can learn from that and, glean as much as you can. Anyway, have a fabulous day. I will be back next week to talk about our final part in this series, customer-based groups. Have a wonderful day. Bye.